Beau Greaves is both the present and future of women's darts, and if she fulfills her full potential, many believe that she can get a tour card and eventually thrive on the Pro Tour. Greaves has only regularly played in the PDC for less than a year, but before this stellar period, many knew that she had the talent to take over the Women's Series crown that Fallon Sherrock and Lisa Ashton battled over since the inception of the PDC's female tour. Before we look at Beau's rapid rise in current dominance, please consider following my Twitter account, which is linked in the description. Beau took up darts at the age of 10 after her brother Taylor, who in the past played on the development tour, encouraged her to. She was a natural, and her first media appearance came in a web-based reality show called The Darts Factor, where the winner received the chance to throw on the Ali Pali stage. After winning many youth titles in 2016, aged just 12, she won the Daily Mirror's Young Sportsperson of the Year award. During that year, she also appeared in a short clip televised on the BBC during the PDC Champions League of Darts, where she practiced with Van Gerwen. Van Gerwen joked that he had less problems when playing against Jamie Caven at the World Match Play. He also said that if she continued to improve, she could join the men in the future. She was also tipped to become darts' first female millionaire and a future world champion. In 2017 and 18, she won the BDO Girls World Masters. In 2019, she won many titles in both the women's and girls categories, and she also threw a 9-darter in a competition. Her great success during this year allowed her to qualify for the 2020 BDO World Championship, which turned out to be the final BDO World Championship. She was just 15 at this time and became the youngest woman to play in a World Championship. She beat Tori Hewish, dropping just one leg in the process in the first round, and then beat Eileen de Graaf 2-1 on her 16th birthday, with both of the sets she won being whitewashes. This meant that she reached the semi-finals on her World Championship debut. However, she was then beaten in a final set by Mikuru Suzuki, who was the eventual champion. During the COVID-affected 2020 and 21 seasons, she struggled with dartitis and came close to quitting the sport. She appeared in the short 4-event 2020 PDC Women's Series in October of that year, reaching the quarterfinals of the first event, but failing to get past the last 16 in the other 3. She had a return to form at the 2022 WDF World Championship. She beat Veronica Isjas 2-1 in her first game, before beating Eileen de Graaf and Lorena and Stanley in straight sets to reach the final, where she beat Kirsty Hutchinson 4-0 to become the sport's youngest ever world champion. She won 3 more WDF majors in 2022, and in the summer of that year, she made her hotly anticipated PDC Women's Series return. Up to this point, Greaves had only appeared in the PDC at Q School and on the Challenge Tour and Short Women's Series in 2022. She attended the block of 4 events, 13 to 16, in Hildesheim, Germany. In her first Women's Series event back, she won the title, dropping just 6 legs across 6 games. She won the next event, which took place on the same day, with 3 whitewash wins in her first 3 games and an average of 94 in the final. She won the first event on the following day, winning 2 last leg deciders and averaging 95 in the final. She made it a perfect weekend by winning the 4th event, beating Eileen de Graaf in the final. She became the first player to win all 4 events on a Women's Series weekend and took 24 straight wins in Germany. She played in the next Women's Series events in Wigan 2 months later and won her 5th Women's Series title in the first event of this block, in which she posted 298 averages. She won 3 last leg deciders in the following event, including in the final, where she beat Lisa Ashton to win her 6th straight Women's Series title. In the first event on the next day, she got to the final, averaging over 90 in all of her games. In the final, she faced Fallon Sherrock in a clash that was very important in the race for the World Championship spots. Beau won 5-3 with an incredible women's record average of 107.86 and hit a huge 148 finish at 3-all when Sherrock was sat on tops. This win meant that despite Beau only playing in 8 of the 20 Women's Series events that year, she only had to equal or better Sherrock's run in the final event to qualify for the World Championship. She won her 8th title in a row on the following day, dropping just 4 legs in 7 games and securing her spot at Ali Pali. She ended the 2022 Women's Series with 52 straight wins and 8 straight titles, and a seasonal average over 4 points higher than any other player. On her Ali Pali debut, she faced Willie O'Connor and lost 3-0, despite taking the Irishman to deciding legs in the first 2 sets. She didn't go to Q-School after this, and instead chose to focus on the Women's Series full time. In the first event of this year, she won the title, dropping 7 legs across 7 games and putting in a ton plus average in her last 32 tie. She won her 10th consecutive Women's Series title in the second event of that day, where on average she dropped less than a leg per game. This put her Women's Series winning streak at 66, which she extended to 70 by winning her first 4 games on the next day, before her mammoth streak came to an end when she lost in a deciding leg to Mikuru Suzuki in the last 8, despite averaging nearly 6 points more than her opponent. Although, this didn't affect her confidence too much, as she bounced back to win her 11th Women's Series title later that day, dropping just 5 legs in 7 games. This means that she has the second most titles in the series history, despite playing in just 12 of the 40 events so far. Her 70-game winning streak was also 53 games longer than the second biggest in the series' history. On the highly respected FDI index, she is the only Women's Series player with a rating over 17,000, with her rank a long way ahead of the rest of the pack. She also leads both the Women's Series Order of Merit and the race for the Women's World Match Play. She is by far the most consistent and best player in the Women's Series field, and I would say that it is close to a certainty that she will top the Order of Merit this year, with her closest challenger being Mikuru Suzuki. Whilst many want to see her on the Development or Challenge Tour, she is currently gaining lots of positive experience and is in no rush, with her current age being just 19. As the form of Fallon Sherrick and Lisa Ashton has dropped ever so slightly, Mikuru is Beau's biggest challenger, reaching 6 finals in the last 9 Women's Series events, and it will be interesting to see if she can really challenge Beau at the top of the table. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe and turn on notifications, as it really helps the channel out and will be greatly appreciated.